and gentlemen. Welcome to the 7-Figure Fashion Business Podcast,
where we talk about the fashion industry and how to get your fashion business to 7 figures.
From manufacturing strategies, cut and sew designers, to fashion hot topics and the latest fashion trends, I'm your host, Monica Monique.
And I'm your host, XYZ. And let's jump into today's episode.
So we're going to go through our episodes because we're going to go down memory lane a bit. So episode 1, we talked about how we met. So you had episode 1. So what was the
I didn't do nothing.
This is why we need a podcast intern. You see?
Y'all
see what I have to deal with?
Time.
You see what I had to deal with? This is why.
Yeah. But it was like great idea, but then I tried to fit it in. And it was like I didn't get a chance to listen to all of them.
But did you listen to episode 1?
Yeah. Episode 1 is okay. How we met. So which one do just talk about?
Let's just talk about each episode a little bit, like, and feel free, you guys, like, whatever we're saying, definitely go back and listen to the episode that piques your interest the most.
Yeah.
Or like any episode that you like maybe have missed out on, like maybe you started on episode 10 or maybe you started on episode 15.
It's important that you go all the way back.
Yeah, see our progress, but also like we had some really good conversations.
Yeah.
So episode 1, what did we talk about?
Episode 1 is my favorite episode.
Still?
Yes.
Okay.
It just means a lot to me because you can hear how nervous I was. Listening back and watching the podcast episodes always is like weird to me.
Yeah.
Because not hate, but it's like, oh.
Yeah.
But in episode 1, you was ready, and then you heard how shy I was.
Okay.
But I'm talking about it. And then you like say it with your chest, girl.
Yeah.
And I told my story.
Yes, I remember
I finally just spoke up. And then you told your story. And both of our stories was really good. And then we didn't like rehearse that. That was real and that was authentic.
Yeah.
So
I remember that.
The episode mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
And then when we first posted, my followers, my DMs, people actually really support you. You gotta focus on the people that support you.
Yeah.
So much great feedback.
Yeah.
I remember waking up 6 a.m. to post, or we scheduled it. Or did we schedule it?
No.
Oh, we woke up 6 a.m. Both of us was up.
Really?
Yes.
To post what?
To post the episode.
Oh.
Or did we?
Oh,
or
no.
did
Wait,
we
I probably scheduled it.
Both of us is up. Both of us is up, and we just excited, and we posted it.
Yeah.
So episode 1. Tune in. That's if you don't tune into any episode, tune into episode 1. Because
episode 1 was great. I remember us laughing so much, cracking up because like I really didn't remember how we met. I was cracking up.
And both of our stories was just inspiring.
Yeah.
If a new seamstress listen to that, they're gonna be motivated.
They need to. I mean, any episode, but for sure, episode 1, because we talked about like hit a bump in the road here, kept moving, hit a bump in the road there, kept moving, did this, kept moving. And Keke Palmer said the other day when she was on The View, she said people think that success is linear, like you start at the bottom and you go straight up, and it's really not. You go up and down, hills and valleys, so many different ways.
The Alchemist.
With success.
I love that book.
Yeah, but I think that like it is true. It's ups and downs. It's not going to be going up the whole time.
Yeah, I was thinking that yesterday.
That's the fire, John.
Oh, yesterday. I'm looking for jobs or whatever, and I had a job interview, and he's talking about he paid $10 an hour. And I'm like, dang, how was I just up making like $1,000 a day, $500 a day, and now I'm about to be like working for 10. But then I'm like, life is full of ups
You're not
and
taking
downs.
a job that's painting.
I'm not taking it.
I'm like,
I'm not taking it.
Absolutely not.
However, it was just like, dang, the job that finally do call back. Are you serious? I'm like, but then I'm like, I got myself together. I'm just like, life is full of ups and downs. Like,
yeah.
And next time you up, prepare for the down.
Yeah, for sure.
The downside of life.
Yeah.
Don't get discouraged or whatever. Just keep going.
You can't. Because then I think another thing, like, people don't realize, like, your downtime should be your rest time.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what
try. If you got a downtime, try to not hustle. Yeah. Try to just relax
that's
for
what
a couple
I said
days.
About. I was like, you know, I've been just cleaning up. I've been working on my essay. Me cleaning up, I'm throwing out old stuff. Working on my essay, working on my GoFundMe. I have so much time to do the stuff that I really been wanting to do. And I'm like, dang, maybe I just need rest.
Yeah.
Maybe I really just need rest.
Yeah,
and
like
my life was just on the go. And then working in a bar, it was like alcohol. It was like sleep. You wake up, hangover. Like my health wasn't
right.
I'm getting my health together. It was.
Yeah. Episode 2, we talked about, it was called New York Fashion Week recap, and then we talked about LaToya Fitzgerald getting engaged at her runway show. This episode was also really funny because we were talking about just like the media's perception of like what they feel like they need to be involved on or have an opinion on, and my whole view was, it's really none of y'all business. Like, let her live her life. Let her experience this happy moment. Yeah. Like, y'all putting so much energy into, like, negativity and hate and, oh, why would he do it like this? And why would he steal her moment? Like, literally, it's their moment. Social I'm sure she was, like, so happy about it.
In the uproar.
People are so weird. Mind y'all business.
And the blogs ate it up.
Yeah. But
not this blog. We gonna be
that was our first time talking about Fashion Week in general. We had went over a couple of different designers.
We should submit something for Fashion Week right now because it's coming up.
I mean, you say we should, but October. Unless you're gonna do it, because that's a lot of work. But I mean,
I got the downtime, I guess.
Child, you don't. You just said that you'd be working on essays and stuff. We gotta figure out a template to where we can just submit stuff to several places without having to rewrite stuff all the time. So what about episode 3? It was called Making Custom Gowns in Prom Season Storytime.
Love that episode. No, I'm trying to think what I want to say. But we recently dropped Prom 2023 episode.
Did you listen to that one compared to that one?
Yeah, prom season from that year to prom season this year, growth.
Of course.
Do you know how much? I don't know. This year was really great. And you talk more positive. You always talk positive, but
same. What was I negative?
This year you talk like super positive. And last year was like more so informational.
Okay. Which I prefer.
Yeah.
Which I prefer. Because I feel like people are here to learn. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. That's the audience.
And feel free to.
And I want the audience for my YouTube too. That's the audience I want, like, to learn from my YouTube.
Yeah. Feel free to leave us notes in the comments section, whatever, what you prefer. Like, us just talking regular about our weekend and our weeks and our days compared to 6 red flags that you should look out for. You know, I feel like the 6 red flags episode is more beneficial than how was your week. Yeah. However, I think both is necessary.
Yeah.
Episode 4 was, again, when we talking about informational, episode 4 was There Is Money in the DMs. And then / should brands respond to DMs? So that was a funny episode because your position was, no, you should not respond to DMs and hate talking to people, leave me alone. And my position was respond to every single DM, be overly responsive, and make money.
Do you still feel that way?
Yes, I think that you should just like, and I think I maybe have mentioned it in this episode, but I also have put it in place on my DMs is like you should have automatic messages, automatic responses.
I do.
So instead of having to reply to each DM, you'll have an automatic reply that forwards them to your website or like, hey, thanks for reaching out. Any questions can be answered on my website. I hope to see you soon or shop with you soon, whatever. But yes, I think I still think every DM should be responded to. Because the more interactions you have with a customer, the more likely they are to purchase. So if it starts off with you ghosting them, that's not a good sign because somebody else won't ghost them and they'll get the money.
Right.
So I still feel that way.
I still feel you open up my eyes, but I do still feel like I don't want to take orders in the DMs, but I'm definitely going to respond and direct them to my website and help them with the website stuff. Okay. And I followed this fashion designer, and I thought this was interesting. When I followed them, they actually DM'd me, and he was like, "Hey, like, thank you for following me. Like, here's something about our brand.
Beautiful.
Hope you
love that.
Like, hope you enjoy it here." And I was like,
That's a good auto reply.
So, DMs might be.
Yeah, because look, you remembered it.
Yeah. The next episode was, can Kanye come back to the fashion world?
Nope, that wasn't.
Oh, luxury brand.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Luxury brands copying from cheap brands, and then it was BET Awards 2022. So we put the BET Awards was one of our first episodes we recorded, but we put that out a little bit later than everything else. That was a good episode because literally that's a thing.
What's a thing?
Bigger brands copying off.
Did we talk? Let me see. What brand did we talk about?
We didn't talk about any brand specifically. We just was saying in general.
On the MTV Awards, but then they all showed up at the BET Awards and was like, the Warrior Princess. Yeah. I didn't ask for that. I think okay. But those are the two younger designers.
We didn't talk about. We just was saying in general.
Okay. But go ahead. What were you saying?
Still happens.
Still happens. Did you see the Pharrell beef?
With Louis Vuitton? Yeah. No, I didn't.
With the bag?
I didn't. I did. Oh, I did.
The purse.
The girl. Right? Yeah. She made a viral TikTok. Which was an idea, and then Pharrell. I was about to say Sherelle. Pharrell actually took it and made it.
I think number one, Pharrell ain't a designer. So Pharrell ain't take that idea. I think you just need a name to blame it on.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Pharrell. I don't think Pharrell saw her TikTok and was like, let's come out with this. I think the design team, somebody on the design team saw her TikTok.
Of course.
And that shut off. And they came out with it. So, but
when she posted the video, everybody in the comments was going crazy anyways.
Like saying,
I will buy this. Make this a real thing. So, of course, Louis Vuitton ate that up.
Right.
And the bag was really a good idea. So,
and it's Louis Vuitton's bag to make. Like, okay, so for y'all who have not seen it, basically what the girl did was she took a Louis Vuitton shopping bag that she got after buying a Louis Vuitton purchase. She took the shopping bag and made the shopping bag into a purse.
She took one of the clear bags and put the shopping bag inside of the clear bag and then tied a scarf around it. And it looked like a Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
I think they should have hired her.
Like, they don't do that. Have you ever seen some big brand be like, oh, I saw your viral TikTok. Would you love to be a part of our design team? That's never happened. It would be nice if it did.
If you got ideas like this.
They don't do that.
If you got ideas like this, come join the team.
That's what you would think brands would do, but they don't. It's unfortunate, but they don't. But yeah, my thing also is like, you put out a design. While it was a great design and very creative, it was still of Louis Vuitton property, and they have the right to turn their own shopping bag into a real bag.
Yeah.
So It's annoying. It's very annoying. And the TikTok probably wouldn't have went viral if it was an Acme bag or a grocery store bag or any other type of bag. It went viral because it was a Louis Vuitton shopping bag that she turned into a purse. So I think that
hire that girl.
It just sucks.
Hire that girl.
I would love to say that would be great if they did, but I just don't see it because it's never happened. And so many freelance designers have done great things so often where they just get copied and nobody ever says join our team, you know?
Yeah.
But this would be a nice instance if that did happen. Episode number 6 was Can Kanye West come back to the fashion world? And then it also subtitle was Balenciaga partnership with hefty trash bags.
Balenciaga. We used to talk about Balenciaga a lot.
I'm so glad that we have not.
They was in the fashion news at one point. Now they quiet.
And they needed to be quiet because they was doing too much. Doing way too much, and everybody was looking deeper into the Balenciaga brand, and I don't think they wanted anybody looking.
Yeah.
So they had to be real quiet.
They stuff went on 50%, everything.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that episode we talked about how Kanye West stepped away, got pushed out of fashion, got pushed out of retail stores because of his comments on just a lot of things. Kanye was saying a lot of crazy stuff back then, and just people did not want to be associated with him. So Adidas, TJ Maxx, where else? A whole bunch of places. Oh, Balenciaga. Everybody said they're breaking ties with Kanye West. And in that episode, we said, like, can Kanye come back? And we said, yeah. We both kind of said, yeah. Like, Kanye ain't going nowhere. Anyway, Kanye's not going anywhere.
He's not.
Fashion world or not, he can't leave fashion. Another thing that we talked about is the trash bag that Balenciaga came out with that looked like a hefty trash bag, and it was $1,800. And we just talked about like how crazy fashion is to where you can take an everyday item and charge $1,800 for it.
People lose their mind off of fashion.
Yeah. And I think I didn't see anybody with the bag, or if I did, maybe I thought they were just taking out the trash. So
the next episode was red flag customers, contracts you need in the fashion business. I want to do this episode, an updated episode of more red flags.
Yeah.
And I want us to do probably a separate episode of contracts. I think we should do a very detailed
100%
episode on contracts and how important contracts are in the fashion world and in the seamstress world.
Yeah.
Especially prime time.
Yeah. And I think I would love to do a designated episode on red flag designers.
Red flag,
because we talked about red flag customers, but we never talked about red flag designers. Like some designers got some warning signs that you can see from their social media and or how they speak to you or how they interact with you or whatever.
I know it's coming. I know it's coming because on TikTok they're going so crazy about hairstylists. So
what are they going crazy on hairstylists?
They're just everybody talking about their bad hairstylist appointments. And I think that it's going to come out like, oh, my nail tech did this, my lash tech did this, my fashion designer did this. I think TikTok going to start exposing like more businesses. So we need to jump on like the red flags, like to tell customers, watch out for this.
All right, episode 8. We talked about today's luxury bag brand Telfar and Brandon Blackwood. That was also a kind of fun episode because I hadn't really looked into Telfar. I was familiar with Brandon Blackwood.
They both blew up during the pandemic.
Yeah, we talked about like their journey a little bit. We went over the differences. We talked about like how Telfar is just a square bag, and you kind of gave your history how you wanted to make bags initially, and then some friends were like, "Oh,
remember that?
Yeah."
They're like, "We're not gonna be able to do that."
Yeah, and that annoyed me.
And then Telfar did it.
But
so that's why I love Tougher.
Yeah. And I still love Brandon Blackwood. That's one of my goals. I need to get a Brandon. I want to get a Brandon Blackwood bag, and I like the one that says protect.
You like stuff like that. Remember we was talking about the shirts?
Yes.
So
like a phrase that I believe in.
So you would wear a bag with a phrase, and then I went to tell for a bag because of
the logo, and I don't like just wearing somebody's logo. If I'm gonna wear somebody's logo, it gotta be mine. But yeah, I love that. So you can talk about episode 9.
Episode 9 is our very first interview.
Yeah.
America Next Top Model turned fashion brand owner Ray Leah featured guest talks, fashion industry's ups and downs, and dealing with rejection. Ray Leah, when Ray Leah came, her energy was really good.
Yeah.
Like, it brought the pie. It's always us two just talking.
Yeah.
And then when the third person was here, it was like, oh, wow.
Yeah. That day was cool. We had the photo shoot with Andy earlier that day, and then Ray Leah came in, and Andy kind of took some pictures of all of us. Yeah. It was a real good day. Like, we're real podcasters, you know, type day.
We got good behind the scenes stuff that day too.
Yeah. That was good. Which we still need to repurpose and push out more.
Yeah. I seen why we need people on the outside.
Yeah. We had good background footage that day. And the interview overall was good. I really was proud that you asked her a lot of questions and whatever, because you were so nervous ahead of time. Like, all right, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to do? But then when we got in there, everything was cool.
I still was nervous.
Yeah, but it didn't come off that way.
I was stuttering.
You know?
Nuh-uh, it did. It seemed like them two was like, girl, are you going to speak? And then you was just like, this is her. You was
me and Andy?
No, you was giving me
you
like
said them
time.
two.
You was giving me time.
Okay.
And Ray Leah and Andy, they was just like, hello. But she was just like, she's going to get it.
Right.
She's going to get on board.
Yeah. Yeah. It came together. It was really good.
I was so sleepy that day though. Like, it was something wrong that day, I remember. And then when we got into it, I was like, oh, I love interviewing people.
Yeah, it was really good. Number 10, episode 10, Balenciaga times How to Catch a Predator.
Balenciaga.
Yeah, that was when Balenciaga had the struggle bus of a photo shoot with children and the paper of the lawsuit on the bottom of the floor and the BDSM type vibes with the kids, and it was just giving send help. And everybody had something to say about it, but people still wear Balenciaga.
Like, some girl put on TikTok. They had went out. Her and her friends went out, and she was like getting dressed, and she was like, "Is it okay to wear Balenciaga? Don't talk about me." She said something like, "Don't talk about me. I'm not throwing out my $1,000 bag. I'm gonna still wear it, but I'm not gonna buy Balenciaga no more."
Yeah, okay. I mean, if you already bought it, I guess, but like, you could sell it. You know, I don't support that brand. I don't know them people. You know how Keke Palmer has that that video is like, I'm sorry to that man, but I never seen him before. That's how I feel about Balenciaga. Like, I'm sorry to that brand, but I don't know them. I don't associate with these people. Too many side eyes for me. What about
episode 11?
Yeah, what was that?
Fashion Hot Topics, Portia's wedding, escape drama, and more with guest host Ray Leah.
Oh, we did 2 episodes with Ray Leah.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that.
Portia's wedding. Her wedding dresses have very much inspired a lot of people.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Did you like I feel like prom season, everybody dressed. Not everybody dressed, but her pink dress with all
the tulle outline around the split.
Yeah. Everybody wants that look. We talked about all her dresses, and we talked about what everybody else wore to her wedding.
Yes, we did.
Ray Leah was there, of course. Her opinions was like really good. And then I forget what the drama part was.
Escape drama. When the different women of Escape wore different color outfits to the.
You spelled escape wrong.
Where is it at?
I thought it was saying escape drama.
Oh snap! It's an X in there.
Yeah,
my bad. Child, 10 years later, you must not pay attention. Because I don't.
I did the YouTube.
I don't follow the group, so
right.
I
love Escape. How dare you?
I'm sorry.
They all wore. That was tea. It's a lot of tea in fashion.
It is. I mean, yeah, because one girl was the lettuce leaf, and then everybody else was diamonds.
That was crazy.
Yeah, and it's still drama between them.
Still drama. That was the start of it.
That was just the start. Episode 12 was fashion brand deep dive into Milano de Rouge. That was a good episode.
Yeah,
that was a good episode. So we did a deep dive into like her coming up from where she started, you know, her selling t-shirts from the back of her truck to where she is today, a little background into like her even love life with Meek Mill a little bit, having the baby, and what that time was like for people from the same city who was just kind of hearing like about it on the street, you know. These two major people getting together. We really thought back when they were together that was gonna be like the Beyonce and Jay-Z, but like in a more business way. Yeah. Because even today her brand is still very relevant. But we talked because that was following her on the Invest Fest Earn Your Leisure podcast, where she also did a deep dive into her
been doing a
branding come up.
Speaking events too.
She has been doing a lot more.
I love that too. She should do that more because she's super positive and motivational to like a business world. Yeah. And doing that episode was good because we both from Philly. Yeah. And to see a designer, I don't know if you started following her. I can't remember, but I followed her from the very beginning.
What do you mean, like her page?
Like I seen the story.
Oh, her lifestyle.
When she started,
okay,
versus when she went. What she is now.
Yeah, no, I didn't see from when she started. But that episode was a really good episode. That probably was one of our more popular episodes this first season too. What was the next? Oh, okay.
Fashion trends of 2022, and our goal for 2023.
That was also our most listened episode. That one for sure. But go ahead.
We basically just talked about our goals for 2023 as a podcast, and I can't wait to listen back to it because to see how far we came.
Yeah,
we did that for New Year's. Goals. We dropped that on New Year's.
Yeah, I wonder if we've done anything.
I feel like we did the prom season.
Well, yeah, the prom season.
I think we both talked about a successful prom season.
Yeah, I probably talked about more other things that I probably have not gotten to.
I can think I got my studio, I got my LLC.
Yeah, you've done a lot.
And then I quit my job.
All good goals.
I should have thugged it out.
Nah, ain't no reason to thug it out with abuse. We're
gonna get into some. Stay tuned for that episode. I can't wait to do that episode.
What episode?
When we talk about why I quit my job.
Oh, okay.
But it's gonna be like business too. Like I'm related back to business, like what I learned being an entrepreneur, working for other entrepreneurs.
Right. Yeah. For episode 14, fashion recession, how to get sales in a recession and prosper. So that's how you know it was one of my episode topics, because it's more informational. I was talking about how to make sales even when inflation and financial crisis, economic crisis is happening all throughout America and possibly throughout the world. But like, how do you get your customer? And that episode was really important to me because I basically explained, like, if you build a relationship with your customer, if you have something that solves a problem for them, they don't care about the money. They already have this pain point and you have the Tylenol. If like they can't find a responsible high quality designer for a good price for a prom gown, but that's exactly what you have, they're going to go with you regardless. If you are the only designer that sells jeans that are specifically for disabled people that have opening pockets in certain places that solves their problem, they're going to buy with you regardless. So I was kind of just saying, going down the list of like, here are all these different ways to get clients and referrals, but most importantly, be consistent and have a point of view that markets to the target customer you're looking for. So that was a really good episode. Definitely go back and listen to that one.
The next episode was men's style, how we like men to dress, men fashion. I like that episode because we talk so much about what females wearing. We never talk about men.
Yeah.
And we need the men on it.
Yeah. That the guys ate that up though. So many guys were like, "Oh my God, I love this episode. I'm glad y'all talked about men's fashion and da-da-da." That had a really good listener rate as well.
Yeah. We talked about how we like men to dress. I like that part.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was opposite.
It was
I liked
like everything else we did. That was
I like
funny.
my guys to dress sweatpants, and Monica like her guys to dress
suited up. Like J. Crew, preppy boys. But yeah, that was a really good episode. That was a really fun episode. And we talked about some male celebrities that we liked how they dress.
We went to Italy. I think that was the Italy episode.
Before Italy? This was before Italy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was when you went and it was men fashion. But no, that was around your birthday, yeah.
Yeah. The next episode 16, was Life of a Cut and Sew Designer, Story Times and Updates. So in that one, we kind of talked about like the difference between being a regular fashion designer, maybe ordering, or a boutique owner even, like where you're just ordering stuff wholesale, or you have a manufacturer, versus a cut and sew designer is a person who's actually making each item from scratch, whether that's for individual customers or if it's for just your collection. Like I know designers who just make every piece in their collection and then sell it to stores, versus designers who make pieces just for custom clients. Both are cut and sew designers. Neither of those people have a manufacturer or are getting things in bulk, and what that life is like compared to manufacturing, and how it's harder and more detailed.
I want to get into more sewing episodes where I'm gonna want to talk more. We already talk about sewing a lot, but I want to talk about sewing more, cut and sew.
Do you know that you say that every episode?
Yes.
Then talk about it.
I feel like we always just do current events, what's popping right now.
And you said that before too, and like,
but I want us to be like,
ideas.
These are scissors. Use the scissors.
No, remember we talked about the tools.
We did. We did. We talked about it a lot.
Yeah. So why are you playing?
No, because you know how the lady called you and asked you to help her with her brand, and I'm like, you should have pointed her, to the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if she listens to podcasts, but I definitely.
But we can really, because I want to get that a lot.
Yeah.
People, I get it a lot. I don't even post. People like, hey, can you teach me how to sew?
Right. No.
I want you to come to the podcast and learn how to sew.
Listen
to the podcast and everything you need to know just on the podcast. That's how I can help you through the podcast.
Right. We need to also get a Patreon for season 2.
Ooh.
We need to get a Patreon. And on our Patreon storefront. On our Patreon, we can have videos of like techniques and whatever. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be ours. We could just put together a playlist of like, these videos help with zippers. These videos help with patterns. No.
I'm so serious. On
no, we're not doing this.
Yes.
No.
We need to learn how to sew. I mean, we need to teach how to sew on our TikTok too.
I don't think that we need to. I think we could
just repost. I've been reposting other people's too.
Yeah.
But they eat other people's videos up.
Yeah.
So they can eat. I'm gonna do it on my page since you don't want to.
I'm not saying that I don't want to do it. I'm saying like, what is the point of saying we're gonna do, and then we never do. I don't like that.
I think we gotta fit it. I feel like the podcast is actually a job.
It is.
So now it's like it really do have to be fit in our everyday's schedule.
Exactly. And that's what I think it is too.
We need to be together every single day, basically.
Yeah, I think
like
we need to multitask
more. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I didn't think that the podcast was going to be boom, added to your schedule now.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even need to be looking for jobs because this is a full-time job and a half.
Yeah, it is.
It just needs to pay money.
Yeah.
So watch our videos. Subscribe to our
make
channel.
A Cash App if you want to donate.
Cash App us. Watch our videos. Subscribe to our channels. Watch our YouTube videos over and over.
Subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. We need to get monetized.
Play it in the background. You don't even gotta watch it. Just keep it playing in the background.
Because I'm poor. Monica not poor. I'm poor.
Yes, agree. I'm just playing. 17? Episode 17. That's you. All right, you guys. So that was part 1 of our recap from season 1. And of course, we got into the nitty gritty of all the episodes, some good times, some not so great times, and what we could improve on. In our part 2, we're going to go over what you can expect from our season 2, all the plans we have coming up, and the second half of our recap. Look forward to seeing you there. Bye.